Welcome, everybody, to the All Out Podcast. We are your hosts, Joshua Frank Jr.
and Daniel Foister. Every Monday, we discuss current events in today's world.
And today's topic is as current as they come, with is Kanye West. Kanye has been showing off his extremely opinionated views on different religions, races, political stances, and other artists.
Kanye wore a White Lives Matter shirt with Republican author Candace Owens at a fashion show.
Darn. I don't understand why he would do that.
He'd just be doing his thing.
I think the purpose of what he's trying to do is, I think it's beyond the opinion, which we will get into later, of that his mental health is affecting him, which, you know, he went on to the Piers Morgan show and used insanely vulgar language when discussing politics and just the whole current event that's happening, and it felt like he had no remorse or filter. And Kanye even stated that he lost the mark of being a billionaire once different companies, fashion, all that, dropped him, everything, that he was so sad about not being a billionaire. But he also said about, like, just off my head, just like how Trump and Elon Musk weren't talking. Like, he used language that we can't say on here because we could, but it's not correct and it's not right, and he shouldn't have done it. But yeah,
that's definitely something there. Twitter and Instagram have frozen Kanye's accounts.
I'd say good.
Well, also, as you said before, many different brands have dropped him, and a record label dropped him. What do you think about that?
What do I think about that? I want it to be known that just it's something that should be done. It's like, I assume that he's a conservative Republican, and what goes on in his head is like that free speech is being destroyed from this world, and that also the ways of how someone can speak or someone's views are being like altered by this quote unquote fake media. And I believe that having someone support you, like record brands and fashion designs, it's like, why support them? You're giving them an opportunity to bring their message to a wider scale. And, you know, his tweet that he said, DEFCON 3 on Jewish people, it's been deleted, but stating that and having that out there to an audience of people that aren't just adults, that are also teens and preteens who listen to his music, it's like you're making it to be like they could relay that message on. And that's something that I believe that these companies are doing correctly with dropping him.
It's definitely something, ain't it?
It is. And it's definitely a wrestling match between the public and Kanye West. But speaking of wrestling, our sponsor, BDW, has its newest premium live event coming up. The BDW World Champion, the Shadow of Death, Joshua Frank Jr., which also happens to be me, will face Gustav for the title. This will be live December 30th, 2022 on the Bang Gans No Productions YouTube channel at 4:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Let's get to the fighting. And the other fighting that is happening in this world is opinions from our public. And many people, ranging from just Reddit and Twitter users to celebrities, have discussed Kanye's opinions, and many different members of the rap community and the Kardashian family have posted on social media in support of the Jewish culture. And it also relates back to what you were saying. So I didn't really get your opinion on the Kanye's accounts being frozen and the dropping of record labels and brands. So what do you think?
With the whole accounts thing, I mean, my opinion is like, I would say that Twitter and Instagram is definitely less entertaining without him. And I'm a man who enjoys entertainment, no matter what the message is. You know, I don't really care what he's saying. If it stirs people up, I find it funny. So, I mean, that's probably not what most people think, but I just think it's funny what people say and people's reactions to it. And what was the other thing that you said?
About like brands and record labels dropping him.
Oh, well, that's like whatever. I mean, I think if Kanye or any other person says something stupid, and people are like dumb enough to like just like be like sheep and follow what he's saying, and like, I don't know, they're just stupid.
Yeah, and I agree. I 100% agree. I just think.
I don't think there's like neo-Nazis out there that are like, yes, Kanye agrees with us. We don't like Jewish people. I don't think
I can disagree with you with that, because it's like I've been watching this, and when he did that live White Lives Matter shirt at the fashion show, it's like there was response from both of spectrums of political race. Like, I saw more Democrats and more libertarians and just stuff that leans more liberal to be unsupportive of the matter, because, you know, White Lives Matter, I mean, the message itself was created to go against Black Lives Matter. And I don't know if White Lives Matter has an organization as big as BLM. Probably not. But
I haven't heard of it.
I just think, when I think of White Lives Matter and I think of that message, I think of the photos that I see of these people with these flags and these just mostly white people, and mostly very hardcore conservative people, like disgracing LGBTQ, other races, religions. And if Kanye wants to have a statement to be like, hey, free speech should be more allowed here on platforms, see, I'm all for freedom of speech, but to the point where it comes to the matter of, hey, I'm saying this because I think it should be heard, or I'm saying this because this is my opinion, and if you don't agree with me, then I'm going to slander you and say disgusting things. And my final opinion on it is that I think, from a person who's been through a lot in my life, and you as well, Kanye as well, I think the best thing for him, because I've seen a couple videos of him like apologizing to like black communities and other figures like the Kardashians, but I think what could be done is truly like, because, you know, this happened in 2020 when he ran for president. He was doing some of this stuff, and then he released like Donda, and everyone was in love with him. So I feel like if he has a good streak of like being like, hey, what I said was wrong, and even if he doesn't say, hey, even if I think I have opinions that are stated, I should just keep them to myself, because I know it will create an uproar, and he should stop worrying about, because I'm making a really big final statement, but he even stated that I forget what he was at, and I forget what he was doing, but he said that this will never happen again. Like, somebody will never...
Like the cancellation on that scale.
Yeah, nobody will ever... It will never happen again. Which, whatever, I hope it doesn't happen again, because stuff like this shouldn't be happening. That's my final opinion. Stuff like this should not be happening, and we shouldn't be discussing this about a rapper who should just focus on supporting his employees and producing and supporting his fans, and also at the same time, if it is a mental health issue, supporting himself.
That's for real right there.
That's real.
For real.
For real. It gotta be real, because, like, you know, we all go through, almost swore, we always go through stuff, but at the same time, you gotta have a balance between what's real life and what is, like, slander. Anything else, Daniel Foister?
I don't know. I don't know. I just think like I don't know. The stuff he's saying is like it's like wrong, but I don't think he's like getting like people on his side. You feel me? Like
Yeah.
Like I don't think he's like making anyone become anti-Semitic with him saying that.
Yes.
I mean, it's wrong.
Yeah.
But it's like
the things that I've seen in support of him is just like.
It's like the people that support him, they're already on that wavelength.
Yeah, they're already on the way out.
Yeah, they're already a little cuckoo.
And, you know, I guess it's just a big waiting game to see what happens next.
Yeah,
but
like what he's saying is like it's nothing new. It's like it's not anything we haven't heard before. Like we've heard like certain politicians say stuff against BLM. We've heard certain politicians say questionably anti-Semitic stuff.
Yeah.
Like,
I think it's just a thing of like, I guess in our age range, it's like we love this dude so much, and the music that he's produced and the clothing and all that it's like an X. It's like you only try to see the good in them, and that's what I think our age range is trying to see is good in him. But at the same time, it's like we're all becoming adults, and it's like you have to draw a line. And I mean, if it turns out to where he's like canceled, you can't really cancel Ye. It's like he's so big.
Yeah.
But if it does turn out that way, then like, hey, we have plenty of other rappers and musicians who are also involved in clothing line that could probably do better than him. So I mean, personal opinions aside, Kanye West has made an impact on this world in so many ways. But the line between opinion and rants is being cut very thin lately. We hope to see some sort of finale on this situation, whether if that includes Kanye having any sort of redemption or not. Thank you, everybody. This has been the All Out Podcast, where every Monday we travel the lines of current events and current politics and rap and pop culture. But again, we are your hosts, Joshua Frank Jr.
and Daniel Foister.
And next week, we will be discussing the dark world of Elon Musk's Twitter. Good night and goodbye.